Welcome to part 3 of this video series, and today we're going to take a look at the finished product, and you guys won't believe how well this turned out to be. Today we'll take a closer look at the end result, pull the car out into the sun, take all the masking off and see how it turned out to be. So there isn't a whole lot to it. I'll put you guys on a time lapse and I'll get all the plastic off and we'll see how it looks. I didn't want to leave without doing the wet sanding on the section that we painted already. So let's get into it, see what we can get done today. Hopefully at least the wet sanding can be done. Also, not the entire car, just the section that we painted recently. It's fully cured now, can be sanded down to make it look super shiny and equal with the rest of the car. There's two problems that I want to fix by wet sanding this area. Number one is right here where the transition between the old paint and the old paint here and the new paint and top coat. We just wet sand this whole area so that it matches to each other. And also you can see there's a little bit of orange peel. You can see the reflection where, yeah, this is not perfect, but there's no orange peel here. That's the original top coat, the clear coat. So it's scratched up, but it's not orange peeled. But here it's not scratched up, but there's quite a bit of orange peel. So if we can match it to this, or as close as we can, the transition will look really good, and also it won't look like it was spray painted. The reason I think we got so much orange peel is because the temperature was not as warm as it could have been or should have been. So by the time the paint particle, the top coat, the clear coat lands on the paint, it is already solidified, and also it doesn't have flow and self level as much as it can. So now in this section right here, it looks pretty good, but it could also use a little bit of sanding. Got it sanded down to 1000 grit here. I didn't go all the way down, but I knocked off all the high spots that is created with the orange peel. So when I go back with 2000 and 3000, it'll all get smoothed down to the correct level and give it a really good shine here. I got it down to 2000 grit now. It's got a pretty uniform haze to it, and now I'm gonna use 3000 grit to make it even more evenly hazy, and then the polish will bring the shine back. So this is where I did the 3000 grit, and this is where I did the 2000. You can see a huge difference in the how even the haziness is. So that means everything is in the same level, so there's no orange peel here anymore. And I know that I didn't get down to the paint either, because the slurry that was coming off of the sanding paper was still white. So that's good. I don't have to go any more than that. I'll just continue to do around this area and down here. I'm using my hands, so it does take a little bit longer, and I'm only using like half to a quarter of the actual surface of the sanding paper. Like I'm only using like half, maybe a little bit over a quarter, because I'm using my hands, but my machine is too big for this. I'll just use the machine for the polishing section. Now that everything is sanded down to 3000 grit, I'm going to use some cutting compound along with my polisher on the cutting pad, go over the whole surface, and then do the polishing with the polishing pad. I'm gonna go pretty slow and see how it looks, and then we can go up to like 2000 rpm, but no more than that. You will end up burning the paint. So now that the cutting compound has done its job, it looks really good, really clean. Only thing that's left to do is the polishing compound, which will bring out the sheen even more and make it look super even with the rest of the car. And then we should be good to go. Now that the polishing is done, the correct next step is to put a coat of wax or ceramic coating on it. But since I still have to do the rest of the car, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna give it a quick wash, get rid of all the overspray and the little bit of dots that dotted all over the place. We'll get that cleaned up, we'll give it a quick wash, and we'll take a look how it finally looks like. So the whole time I was inside the garage, outside was actually pretty decent. There was no wind, it was pretty warm, and the moment I pulled the car out, the wind picked up and now it's like freezing cold outside. But it's clean. We'll pull the car back in and take a look at it. That's it for this series, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. There's a little bit more work to do on other parts of the car, but that is another project for another day. But again, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.